Mr. Speaker, as the co-founder and co-chair of the House Manufacturing Caucus, I cannot overstate the importance of manufacturing in America and the need for this important legislation. The U.S. is still the largest manufacturer in the world, churning out about $1.7 trillion in value annually. And 1 in 6 jobs is tied directly or indirectly to manufacturing. Manufacturing drives innovation by conducting 2/3 of all research and development and creating the bulk of technology in our nation, and nearly 70 of all exported goods from the United States in 2011 originated from the manufacturing sector. In the U.S., every $1 in final sales of manufacturing goods supports $1.35 in output from other sectors of the economy. That multiplier effect is higher than any other economic sector. Many other jobs, such as those in financial services, depend on somebody else making a product. If no one makes anything in America anymore, then those service sector jobs disappear also. I spent about 2/3 of my time in Congress studying and working on manufacturing issues, from raw materials and minerals all the way through export controls. In fact, earlier today, I co-hosted a bipartisan briefing with administrative officials on its export control reform initiative. I've been in over 500 factories all over the world in China, Japan, Europe, and the United States. Studied manufacturing schooling, the educational process in Switzerland, and how important manufacturing is to that tiny country. Every few years, the manufacturing sector in the United States experiences a crisis. In response, various administrations have prepared strategy reports on how to best respond. The last report was issued in 2004. This report was extremely helpful in identifying and reforming regulations that were unduly burdensome on the manufacturing sector that produced little or no public benefit. The bill before us today will institutionalize this process by requiring a national manufacturing report so that we can keep the focus of our government on how to best help the strongest economic engine of our economy. My office spent years developing a chart to identify the numerous federal programs and agencies that support manufacturing. It's still difficult to have a central focal point to know who is manufacturing and who is doing research in a particular area. For example, if somebody wants to do research on machining titanium, there's no central portal through which that person can go to determine exactly what programs there are and who's doing the research. Fundamentally, it's very important to have this report. Why? Because Americans need to know the importance of manufacturing. If we don't have manufacturing, agriculture, and mining in this country, we become a third world nation. If we can't make things with our hands, then we become hindered in maintaining our status as a world leader. I would call upon the House to vote affirmatively for this great bill, the American Manufacturing Competitiveness Act of 2012, H.R. 5865.
Gentleman yields back.